I'm one of those noticers that they don't like, where I notice things. Um, and I'm just cruising around YouTube looking at some of my regular channels I pop into, and I'm always interested in seeing new people that I guess would be in the truth genre, I suppose, for lack of anything better to call it. But I always notice when they do a live stream or even in community posts, a lot of them do these polls. They're big into polls. Like, everyone in the chat room, if you think this is whatever, give me a 1, and I'm like, give me. They're always taking polls. To me, that's kind of that's a red flag, because they all do the same thing and they all take the same kind of polls. Now, what I think it might be is it that they're collecting some information on the spot. It could be maybe something like that, but I think the thing I get from this, and it may not be the point of them doing it, but it stands out as something to me, is that what they're trying to do is get you back into that binary way of thinking. Is it this or that? Is it Nike or Converse? Is it Coke or Pepsi? Is it McDonald's or Burger King? They like having only two choices of basically the same thing. But I think it may be something deeper than that. It may be like a mind control kind of thing, or whatever our programming is, to get us back to a point, or to reboot us or reset us into a certain way that we're supposed to think. They have to push this or that thing, the binary thing, to sort of reset us back, to keep us on that either this or that thing. And again, it's like, it kind of drifts into that, are we a simulation? Are we a computer program? No, not at all. No, they want you to think that. They'd love you to think that. But that's not what's going on, in my opinion. But it's almost like they need to keep reinforcing this. And people that will go to these kind of channels and follow these kind of people are people that are susceptible or active participants in the spiritual war in some way, are usually drawn to these kind of things, these kind of channels, these kind of people. So, of course, that's the target audience they want, who is going off script a little bit. They want to make sure they get them back on script. And if you're coming to find some kind of truth, or to speak with others who are also, looking for some kind of truth, whatever it is, that's the perfect place for them to get you all together, and they can get you with this program, 1 or 2. Oftentimes, these things are a lot more complex. Like, they'll say, they'll have a poll. What do you think is the cause of all these supernatural experiences people are having? Is it gods returning? Is it this and that? It's only, they want you to pick one. It's either this or that. And as far as choices, they want you to have two that are exactly the same. Oh, that green light is going on my phone right now. It's supposed to be when you're being recorded, right? Which I am, because I'm recording myself, but it's not always on. Like, sometimes it's on, sometimes it isn't. I don't care. They're listening in anyway, all the time. To everyone. I mean, they could pull up any information on you, who you talk to, the calls, the content of the calls, whatever. That's just a fact of life you have to work around. But they need to hammer that sort of pick one thing. Pick one, just one, pick one. When normally it's all of the things that are contributing to whatever the problem and the question they're positing is. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that when it seems like it's possible you could be being retrained or reprogrammed or rebooted in some way. It's a pattern, it's a pattern I noticed, and I think it may have some significance, or it could just be a completely paranoid delusion, which, it's, that's totally possible too. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.